Welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program, Rise of the Darkfog. My name is Nilaus and I am continuing with my Let's Play and our guide on how to sort of manage and how to build and expand. What we've done in the previous episode is we have now cleared the system. It is completely free of hive infestation. So if we are sort of saying, hey, this is about the Darkfog, it's kind of boring because, hey, I just killed all of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to this location, Canis Minoris. And we can see there's a party going on here, and we want to go here. Why do we want to go here? Well, because we want sulfuric acid and organic crystals. Those are the two most annoying things to craft without any of the rare materials. So if we can go out and mine some, or pump some sulfuric acid, awesome. If we can also get some organic crystal as well, that will be super easy. And we get the fire ice and crude oil. Those are also really nice, and nice quantities of items as well. So the first planet we're going to land on is going to be this one, because it has sulfuric acid. And that's going to be, so we'll land it. And if we just have a zoom in on this, we can see that there are currently 5 hives. So what we want to do now in this episode, we want to prepare for going to orbit or going to warp. So we need to build warpers. We need to just polish our hub so that it can send things off planet. And then we'll be warping there and then just crash landing on the planet and just absolutely smashing it and having this defogger blueprint that I have prepared that I'm really looking forward to showing you. This one, it is designed to defog a planet. So if you find that interesting, let's jump in and get to work. First thing I want to do is I want to make a little design here. This is adding some blue proliferation, so the highest level of proliferation. And I just do this because I think it's time, especially for some things we want to get the good proliferation going, and those things are basically the warpers because they're really expensive, the green, because maybe the science, that kind of thing. So we definitely want to get these things going. So let's get this one up here so we can get some blue proliferation going for some of the particular things we need. And so with the blue proliferation in progress, we can start working on the next thing, and that next thing is going to be just a simple build. In this, it's going to be a build that we'll probably be tearing down soon again. We can only make this with the green lenses, and once we have the green science, we'll be making them in a different manner. Oops, this one, and let's get just 1,000. They're pretty close, so there we go. Oh, that was maybe a little bit rash to do that first, but I think I will do 1, 2, 3, and they take 10. And so another 10 here. And that should just be a line out. And do I want to get that line out? No, I don't really want to get that line out because now they are actually going in here. And let's get proliferation quickly now there. And I will also be proliferating the warpers out. No, I will not. I will not proliferate the warpers out. That's just too silly. They will not do anything when they are proliferated. So I'll be maybe making this one on top for once here, and very simple going in, and the box on top, and this will now be blue proliferators because this is one of those cases where I really want this. This is a valuable product, so let's go here, and that'll be that one and inbound. Yes, it comes in. Great. And then we just need inputs and outputs for this. That's super simple. Oh, by the way, I noticed last time that and there we go, that's green science. I noticed that last time that I made a little bit of mistake, and then when I was editing a video I was like, oh no, and I knew I was not coming back to fix it. So I just hope that no one would see it, but of course you see all my mistakes. Oh, by the way, probably a good idea to actually set recipes here. It's gonna be that one. Copy, paste, and then 2, 3, and this one 1, 2, 3, there, and just some power poles. Let's get one power pole. Yeah, that should cover that, and there, and then we have warpers now. Good, and then I just need warpers as well in another little build. That will be here, and oops. And I will actually put more in here than I reasonably need, because this is also my safety in case of stupidity, which honestly is happening quite often, that I kind of forget that to replenish, and then suddenly I run out of warpers everywhere. That's not nice. But hey, we got warpers, and they get in here. So with warpers done and blue proliferation done, we want to go back to our hub, and now you can see one of the reasons why I built it exactly like I did. Let me see, I'm just kind of lost. I lost my hub. There it is. So I built it with a little bit more space between it than I had. Oh, well, than I had needed. But I did that because then I can build a here. It has to be across from that one and put it here. And then I'll just be making lines in here, lines in here. I'm just taking this one as a random one because we're going to do all of them, but I want to show you the principle of it, because this is planned from the beginning. And then I just take, in this case, I would say this would be the drones and the laser turrets. Ooh, we're going to try laser turrets soon, I hope. Not for the next expansion, next jump, but we want to get them. And fractionators, they are, and the last one is the pilers. So once we have all these, I will set them all to 100, because that's the minimum you can set it here. That means when a vessel will go out, I'll send vessels, then they will be taking a minimum, and that's why I'm setting the minimum load of vessels to 10. I could set it to 1, but I don't. I set it to 10. And then we'll grab 100 of these. And for example, something like here, I would actually want it to get at least 500, because when we use drones, we need more. But anything else, if we get 100, we're going to be super happy. And that will just be set to provide globally. And then all I need to do is, of course, get a little power pole, and then just get stuff in here. There. And then it'll fill up to this part. And that means to now have it available for logistics. Technically, I can also get it here, but I don't really need it. And then I just set it up, because the thing is, the way I've done this, I can take this out because I don't have any enemies in the area. And then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 will be together, and that means I have to build it here. And then let's see how much closer I could actually build it. Oh, actually quite a bit closer. Not so much, but there. And that will cover these 5 here then. And what I'll also do is I will now, because I have warpers, I can then take from the middle, and I can lead warpers all the way in. That means I can now get from all the way from the beginning, I can just lead warpers in. So now they have warpers, if I put them in. They will have warpers, and they will be available to anywhere, and they'll have vessels to send out. So that means we can actually get the stuff anywhere we want in the galaxy, which is nice, because that's kind of what we want. And this kind of replaces our Polar Make Everything hub, because we're now going to use the bus in this series. I think it's more fun. It's a different perspective, and it looks cool. So let me just set this up, and so we can get ready to go to another planet. And so now our hub is even more glorious. We have everything in here set up to be exporting. So wherever we are in the galaxy, we will be able to request these as we feel like it and be happy about it. We can also see that previously there was a warning up here for titanium alloy. That's going to be very much likely that we'll see titanium alloy, because titanium alloy is dependent heavily on sulfuric acid, and sulfuric acid is the prime thing that we want to go. So I will be heading up here to warp, and we'll be heading towards this new star. I hope we can actually warp all the way up there. I'm just going to let it recover a little bit, because it's a little, well, actually it's 4 light years away. We should be able to warp there. Let's warp. And then let's have a look. I brought some hydrogen fuel for power plants to kickstart them. I bought some deuterium fuel for me. I bought some rockets so we can get started. And then I got a lot of solar panels, 270 solar panels. Can I put these in here? Yes, I kind of can. But then I can't put anything else. Then let's put all these in here so I get by a little bit more space. And then I have, oops, we're twisting and turning. Which one are we going to actually? Number 2. Number 2. I wonder if we fly through this one. Alright, so once we land, it's this one. Once we land, we're going to be having a blast. Nothing happens immediately. Alright, cool. Warp travel, 4.3. Alright, I think we can land maybe here. This sounds like a reasonable location. There we go. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hives here, or 7 clusters, or 7 I don't know what they're called. 7 planetary bases and 2 hive clusters in this location. So what am I going to do? I have low power. I have no infrastructure. I got nothing. Well, what I have is a blueprint called the Planet Defogger. And that's the one we're going to be stamping down. We're going to be finding a good location. And I'm going to tap twice so that my focus is in the middle. Then I'm going to find a location. This would be like a perfect location, I think. And yes, this would be perfect. But someone has... oops. So they're not... You can see the threat is not changing. This is why, for now, I have plenty of time to recover, to do anything I want. They are, as long as I don't create power here. So now I can do this one. Tap, tap. So I get in the middle. And, very important, this, I think, is the right place. Alright, so now, threat will start increasing. We'll build this. We'll go in here. We'll get some warpers in. We'll get all these things. And I don't really need so much. Let's just get 2,000 each. There we go. That should be enough. Minimum load of vessels. So they go back immediately getting this. I'll take half of this in immediately. But these are not working because there's no power yet. So I have to force feed them a little bit of power just to get it going. There, and now the threat will start increasing. There, as soon as we get this. And there we go. We now have power. Do we have rockets? We do have rockets now. And that means now we have built the very first thing. Now we feel kind of safe. Then I will be stamping a couple of these down. Oh, that's really close to the first one. And now I'll just be protecting my area here with some signal towers. Just make them a little bit around my base here so that anything that comes in from any angle will be triggering an attack from the missile turrets. And I brought... how many missile turrets in this blueprint? Planet Defogger. By the way, this blueprint is 36. This blueprint is, of course, also available to everyone else. So if you want it, you can go grab it and... yeah, you can grab it from the link in the description. That's where you can find all my blueprints. We are now ready to go. We have established it, and they are going to be all really angry with us. I could sit here and wait until they come in, but you know me. I am more of the homicidal maniac here, so we'll be going out here and just giving them a little welcome committee. Come on, build it then, you. There you go. And... okay, they took a little bit of my ammo out here. So now Dark Swarm is coming in with an assault. Don't care. We just need to make sure that one comes in. And I will be getting... that one is now ours. First one's ours. And they're coming in with attacks from the other side. And we'll be returning the favor by heading out here and dismantling that enemy base. And then it's time for us to build. Let's build that one. Let's just recover a little bit more. Looks good. And we'll build the last parts that are a little bit further away. And then we claim and close that one. Done. I'm going to send here just to recover a little bit of materials. We have our combat drones there working quite well. If we look at the planet, they are always going to come in for attacks against us, but we just take them out as we go along. They'll be coming in here, and just a few units here and there. There's nowhere that we are not protected. Maybe sometimes there will be a power line that could be attacked, but this one, for example, there we go. So let me take this out, that one, and that one, and then find the next. Oh, that's a small one. Oh, you're already attacking. There we go. And you can see that when they turn red, then they are already dead. So that was just a new one. There we go. Also done. And move towards the next. This is a normal size, I would say. And oops, you're engaging a little bit too early. And then that one. We're picking up a lot of junk, I think. Or at least trying to pick up a lot of junk. I think I've disabled most of the junk pickup. So, must be there. Cool. That's one more. And we only have 4 left here on this planet. And then the planet is ours. Yep. And then it's going to take a while for the rockets to come in, but... Yep. Close it up. And the next hive is over there. That one looks like a little bit bigger, which is nice. And everything gets wrecked, and we're just still repairing, and we're using a little bit of our combat drones, but that's fine. They're there for the same purpose. Oh, that we're just not done yet. Oh, there's a little plasma turret. There we go. Where's the last one? It has a few units incoming, but that doesn't really matter. Let me see how we get there. See if I have any other location that's a little bit closer. There we go. That is closer. We can actually also just do these if we want to. Yep. And this planet is now safe. There. Nothing left. And this barely touched anything up here. So what we're going to do now is, ironically, we're going to remove everything except this. And once that's done, all of these locations here are going to be removed. Let me do that, and then we can step down our blueprint. So we've now removed everything, and I brought 58 of these signal towers here, and I now need to see that I have 58 in my inventory. And I am currently at not the right place. I want to always try to do this from 0.0, the 0 line here, and that is exactly where we are now. So let's just step down here, and then I will be taking my blueprint again. Planet scale blueprints and signal tower. That. Oh, did I just miss it? What? Is it? There we go. Alright, so I will be accepting all the stuff that isn't working and then just stamping it down. Let's see. We have 4 of these that did not get placed or did not get allocated. So what I need to do now is I need to fly around, build all of this, and then figure out the 4 locations that where maybe there's a little ore patch, or there's a pit or something like that that blocks the production or the placement of one of these signal towers. See, for example, here there's a missing signal tower, and that means if they were... This is a gap in my coverage, and that means this was location where if there's a relay station that lands, it could actually build up and build up some threat, and I don't want that. So let's do that and then revert. Now the planet is secure, and we have completely secured it so that anything that lands will be shut down immediately. We have automatic replenishment of missiles, so nothing can go wrong, and we also have plenty of power to support the whole thing. Now we want to mine our sulfuric acid, so let's hit that in here. There we go. And that's coming in pretty damn quickly from all of this, and I don't really need to tab anymore. Now all I need is to mark it here for local demand, and let's get that one. Oh, there. And let's also just make sure that you request warpers. You don't really need a lot of warpers, but let's request them nonetheless. We'll get 1 batch of those warpers coming in, and they will be requesting all the sulfuric acid, get in here, and then they'll be sent off. You can say, I know that most, if not all, would just put an ILS here into that interstellar logistics station, but I really like to sort of consolidate all of the stuff that goes onto a planet onto a specific set of import export interstellar logistics stations, and have those handle all import and export. That's just how I feel it's preferable, so that everything consolidates on the planet, and then it has a dedicated input output. And with that, we have actually claimed the planet. We are now sending this one back as soon as that one comes in. Yep, we've already sent one of those out, so that will probably be sending some sulfuric acid back to the planet, and that should solve our titanium alloy. What we can then do from here is do the same thing at the next planet out, that is this one, which has organic crystals, so we can get those 900,000 organic crystals. If I wanted to do like a the absolute perfect way to take these out, these two hives that are threatening this system, I would tap all 4 systems immediately, because the way it works is that each of these have probably 10 relay stations. When I hover over them, they say 10 relay stations, so they have a total of 20 relay stations they can allocate to the system. And because we just kicked them off from this location here, then they can't really put them there, so they have to send them some other ways. And that means this one has now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's kind of a lot. And over here, does this have any? That's 3 more. Oh, that one is just landing, so that's pretty much proving my point. So that's up to 10. And then the last one will probably not have any because it's too far away. But as we push them off our planets, then they'll be forced to go out here, and then they'll eventually have 20 allocated to this this solar system. And if we can prevent them from ever landing on any of them, then we can prevent them from getting matter. And if they don't get matter, then as they attack, which they inevitably will as we scale up in the system, then they'll be losing matter and never have a way to replenish it, and then over time they'll be starving. And once they're starved, then it is easy for us to take them out. Or we can just tech up as well, and then try to take them out with the next level of vehicles, or this one, the destroyer here. I think we'll try to do that at some point. So next up is going to be green science and destroyers, and figure out what we can do with that. Now, I have a question for you. For the people who are made it all the way towards the end of the video, then the question is, would you like to see me do a maximum challenge run? So because we've kind of solved the Darkfog now, and I see comments like, oh, you should try, and this doesn't work. And I think a lot of the stuff that we've devised here is going to work on higher threat levels. So I don't want to do like a little bit higher. We're playing at Rampage, and it's not a problem. What I want to do is crank all the Darkfog settings up to maximum, and then still keep at a low resource level. So if you have interest in that, let me know in the comment section, and that'll also let me know that you actually watched towards the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little escapade on warping and how to claim new planets easily. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.